Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Let's try this again. Whatever you like, boy. It's not gonna do shit.
Hi, it's me. I'm going to take your blood. Why? I'm a doctor. Seems fine. You're not.
What do you mean I'm not doing it? Why not?
I'll come. It was a device.
The only person I can talk to is this patient.
Doctor.
What is it?
What is it? You haven't taken my blood pressure.
I'm doing it wrong.
Seems fine. You're not doing it right. Of course I am. No, you're not. Dr. Monroe never did it like that. I can't take a satisfactory reading while you're excited like this. I'll come back.
How the heck do I do it? Can I combine the two?
Maybe not.
Huh?
Pardon me, nurse.
Oui, monsieur.
Do you recognize the man?
No, I...
Really?
Does this mean it?
The Club à la Mout? I've never...
Do you know
No,
Would you like to
well...
No, it's okay. Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay. Let's walk by it. Look at here. Didn't I tell you to go there? I told you to talk to this bozo. Why are you...
Hi, my name's George.
Yes, sir?
Good
Pleased to
grief.
meet you, sir.
Call me George if you like.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's my name.
My name's Benoit, but everyone calls me Bunny.
Bunny.
That's right. I used to have this cute habit when I was a kid.
Keep it to yourself, Benoit.
Right.
Here, take this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do?
Well, keep it safe until I... Do you know anything about a patient named Marquet?
No, sir.
I've never met a doctor who admits that he's only human.
I'm
Yes.
an trainee, sir. I'm sure I'll get the hang of things.
Do you know the nurse on Ward J2?
No, monsieur. This is my first day here. I can't wait to get my hands dirty. I was talking about treating my first patient, of course. I didn't mean I'd get my hands dirty with a nurse.
Shut up, Ben.
Okay, sir.
Have you ever heard of...
No, sir.
Let's see.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
See you later.
Right.
Okay, let's talk to the boss man here.
Excuse me, sir.
Aha! Just the... You must be the new boy.
Yes.
Yeah, I must be.
Well, stop wandering about and make yourself useful. Bunny, come.
Right.
This is Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him? He is fresh
Yes.
out of medical school.
Oh, really?
It will open his eyes to see a real doctor on the job.
I'll bet.
Yes.
Show him around. Let him see some real suffering.
Will do. Come here, bunny. Right, do I have to talk to him?
Hey,
Oh, there you
Benoit.
Yes, sir?
Benoit.
Do you still have that gauge I gave?
Oh, yes.
Use it on Eric Sopmarsh.
Okay.
Let's be going this way.
I'm Dr. Stobart.
Bonjour, docteur.
Bonjour.
Have you seen any suspicious characters on the ward?
Yeah, I have.
A gorilla and a weasel?
No.
This was a tatty old bear.
Really?
How's the bear acting suspiciously?
Well, he was wearing a homburg.
Is that against the law?
No, but it's pretty weird for a bear.
Really?
Have you heard of a guy called Marquet?
He's in quarantine, Doc, right behind this here door.
Really?
Marquet is just the man I wanted to see.
I wouldn't go in there if I was you.
Really?
He has anthrax.
I'm sure he does.
I have to visit my patient.
What for?
Routine. I have to check he's still breathing.
What if he's not?
I'll sign the certificate and register his bed as vacant.
That's a cold and distant attitude to death.
Well,
Yeah,
I've been institutionalized
that's a
to
doc.
the point of godlike
That's the
aloofness.
doctor's job for
The
you.
white coat suits you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I have never seen him before.
Really?
Are you Thomas Merlin of Gruber Electronics?
No?
Then you won't be needing this. Have you ever heard of the Club Alamet?
No. It sounds Middle Eastern.
Would you
Middle
like to
Eastern.
shake hands?
What for?
As a gesture of goodwill.
Yes.
On reflection?
No.
Do you recognize this?
Yeah.
It isn't an emerald, is it?
Yeah, I think so. Catch you later.
Not
Au
emerald.
revoir,
It's not emerald. I'm also bloody green for fuck's sake.
Marquet?
Yes, I am Marquet. I've been expecting you.
You have?
Really?
What are you waiting for? Get it over with.
I just want to know what I should do with the gem.
The Lachmar gem.
Yeah,
Yes.
right here in my pocket.
I thought you were one of the assassin.
Nope. I'm not a assassin. I'm not a assassin.
I never inhaled.
So, you were sent in my place?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You could hardly make the trip to Ireland in your condition.
No,
What
sir.
should I do with the gem?
Deliver it to the Grandmaster quickly.
Really?
Him that I have found the tripod right here in Paris.
Oh, good.
Not yet, but it's being taken care of. I hired a couple of stooges with a flair for petty crime.
Would that
Really?
be Flap and Guido by any chance?
You know them as for Klausner. Is
Come on.
off to Syria on a wild goose chase.
Oh,
Case
really?
in Syria?
He has a theory about the location of the...
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. If Herr Hagenmeyer was to hear that...
Okay, I'm going. I'd learned all I could from Marquet anyhow.
Ah, there you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you.
Oh, what do you want, Bunny?
Finish with your pressure gauge.
Thanks, Bunny.
What's that noise? It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
It's all right. The doctor's in there with him.
Are you sure he was a doctor?
Oui, monsieur. He showed me his ID. It was Dr. Braille.
There's no Dr. Braille working here.
He's an imposter.
Just like you.
The door's locked.
Stu
Help me,
boss.
officer.
Stand back, monsieur.
Yeah, bit excessive. Yeah. Going out the bloody window. Back in Nico's apartment.
Hello, George.
Right.
I found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Yeah, he talked. For the very last time.
He's dead.
Yeah, killed in cold blood by a bogus doctor.
That's despicable. What kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor and take advantage of a dying man? Was it Khan?
No,
Hmm.
I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan.
No
He
sir.
got away, out the window. Have you ever heard of the Hashi-Ashin?
No.
Marquet said that they
Assassin.
were his biggest enemy.
His
Assassin.
biggest enemy was the bogus doctor.
Don't remind me. That guy was evil. He had wild, staring eyes like a dead fish.
Hmm.
I'll never trust
Lovely.
a doctor again. Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so.
No
If I
sorry.
finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves.
Indubitably.
No. Hey, Nico, shake hands with me.
No chance, Buster.
Oh.
Did I show you this?
Huh?
Right.
Do you want this photograph?
No.
No, you keep it.
Ah.
Do you want to look after the...
No, George. I'd be too tempted to say.
That's
I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one, Rosso or Sergeant Mou? Oh, but you're referring to Andre.
I'll let you work it out.
indubitably. Time to go to the museum. Hey, there he is. The man I want to talk to.
I beg your pardon. Are you Andre Lobineau?
That's me. You want my autograph?
No, I was told you may be able to help me.
Why would I want
My
his
name is
autograph
George
anyway?
Stobart. I'd like your professional opinion.
Well, okay, shoot.
Does the name Montfaucon mean anything to you?
Sure, it was the most grisly spectacle in Paris until the Revolution.
A public toilet?
Montfaucon was the place of execution for many thousands. A dark temple of death, with row upon row of arches, each one framing a grim exhibit. Scores of rotting corpses swung on creaking rope, while the crows devoured their flesh.
That explains the image of the hanged man. I found a reference to Montfaucon in Ireland, in a village called Lochmarn.
Lochmarn, that's where Pegram was digging.
Yes, it was.
That's right. He'd left the excavation before I arrived. Do you know Pegram well?
Probably.
Not really.
Oh, no.
Met him at a conference. I would have liked to talk to him in depth, but I didn't have time.
When was
Really?
this?
Oh, back in the summer, July, I think.
Yeah, it was on Hecker Crinkadink.
I'd like your opinion on a medieval manuscript.
Vraiment? Do you have it with you?
No, it's too fragile. And besides, there are certain people who'd stop at nothing to get their hands on it.
Indeed.
Intriguing. Do you have a copy of the text?
There isn't much. Only a few Latin phrases. I was kind of hoping you'd help decipher the pictures.
Without seeing the manuscript, that's a tall order.
Yes.
Just tell me one thing. What does the image of 2 men riding on the same horse suggest to you?
The Knights Templar.
Yeah.
Does the Templar seal appear on this manuscript?
Yes.
I'd love to see that for myself.
The manuscript is being looked after by a friend.
In Paris?
Yeah, not far from here, in fact.
Well, just give me the address and I'll come round and take a look.
I'm not so sure about that. Maybe I should check with her first.
A female friend?
Yes.
She's a woman. This friend who has the manuscript,
Ah oui, the anonymous girlfriend.
she lives at 361 Rue Javert.
Ah, I know it well. I'll drop by. Just as soon as I can.
Right.
I think you ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
The
Probably
Lochmarn
tonight.
tripod? No.
It's
Yes.
true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Before the supposed event has taken place,
I heard them planning the raid.
they're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I
Yes.
didn't warn you.
Really a state of
Can you
art.
tell me anything about the Knights Templar?
I sure can, Georgie. Soldiers, diplomats, mercenaries, monks, bankers, you name it, the Templars fit the bill. The greatest fighting force in Christendom, the militia of Christ.
Jeez.
Really? Sounds like a bunch of hoodlums.
How did the Templars get their name?
From the building in which they set up their headquarters.
A
The
temple.
King of Jerusalem gave them part of a mosque on the Temple Mount. It was said to have been the site of the original Temple of Solomon. The order became known first as the Knights of the Temple, and later as the Knights Templar.
You're a mine of information, Andre.
Glad to be of help, Georgie.
Yes,
Why
yes.
don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'd never see it again.
Well, don't you trust me?
It's
No.
not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your
And we
point.
don't want to push the thing without over.
How come the Templars
At
became
all.
so wealthy?
There was a constant stream of new recruits to their ranks, many from noble families. They were required to swear a sacred oath of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Really?
So, their money, goods, and lands were donated to the order. The Templars soon held land in France, Scotland, England, Spain, most of Europe, in fact.
You don't
The
say.
poor Knights of Christ became the wealthiest power in Christendom.
Christendom.
Is it true the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found?
Who knows? So little knowledge of what really happened remains. Or, if it does, the truth has never been made public.
What do you mean by that?
The Templars have attained mythological status, like the King Arthur of the Britons. There are people even now who say the Templars still exist.
Do you think that's likely?
Probably
No.
not.
Not for a minute.
Have you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why, yes, it was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in
Sounds
11th century
scandalous.
Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yeah.
Yes, they gave a new word to our language.
Assassin.
Assassini, the assassins.
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legends surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Sounds
Cool.
boring.
Do you have the address?
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
Murder.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
How did the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed
Sounds
in the use of the
stupid,
dagger,
really.
poisons, and disguise. Then the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does
And
the cult of
foolish.
assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
Where was the site of Montfaucon?
To the northeast, near the Canal Saint-Martin. But there's nothing there now. The old gibbet was torn down during the Revolution.
What do you make of this?
It's the biggest gemstone I've ever seen.
Really?
Did you get it?
Ireland.
From Professor Pegram's messenger boy.
Did Pegram find this on his dig?
Yeah.
The site where this was found was a Templar castle. Do you think it could be part of the Templar treasure?
No, I shouldn't think so. You're not one of those crazies who think the Templars still exist, are you?
Of course not.
Well, I try to keep an open mind on the matter.
How about this guy? Have you
Does
seen
the
him?
guy in this photograph look familiar to you?
No.
Yeah. Do you know this
Does
place?
this matchbook mean anything to you?
Alamut is the name of the place where the Hashashin were based.
Where is
Really?
it?
Somewhere in what used to be called Persia. I'm not too hot on modern geography, I'm afraid. The most recent map I
Oh.
have shows America as an English colony.
You're an archaeologist, for fuck's sake. Supposed to know the modern geography, for fuck's sake.
What do you make of this idea?
Nothing.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.